Right, so this is my new car. The reason I'm doing the outside first is because I think it very likely could rain. The Skoda Citigo. It's a 1 litre Elegance, top of the range. I understand now it's the SEL, which the Fabia was the other day that I videoed, that I had while this was in, getting a couple of bits of paint work done. Yeah, so it's the SEL now, but this was the Elegance at the time. It's 2012 62 reg. It's done just under 30,000 miles, this one, and it's in spring green. So we come to the side, you see it's got nice alloys there. And along the car, see the alloy, it's 3-door obviously, as you can see. You come along to the boot, come into the boot. Never mind. Underneath here, which is like some sort of boot tray, underneath there, if I can open it, underneath there you can see a bit dark, but you can see spare wheel and such under there. Put that back down, put that in, pass shelf there. That hasn't got any string, so it stays like that unless you actually pull it down, and if it doesn't go back on its own. So if you forget it, if you're getting it to go about to drive, you know, it will stay there. That's the boot. Come along to the passenger side. See, got the 2 vents, one at the other side of the steering wheel, one this side. I have got the sat-nav system, which I might connect in a minute. Yeah, I actually will do. So, you know, you can see it's the ivory interior. Driver's seat. Into the back there. There we have the back. Legroom behind me. Through the front. Come back out again, and I'll go inside before it rains. So, that may have sounded quite loud, but it's because the window's open. Yeah, sorry that I'm really zoomed in there. Right, what I'll do is, when we're going to pop the camera, just pop the camera on the dashboard for the second. Quite a flat dashboard. And get the little sat-nav out and plug that in to show you what that entails. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, the Skoda version. But there's a little clip on the dashboard. You take that out. I'll just show you that. Little clip there, you take that out. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'll put the camera back down, I can't do it one-handed. No. Making a mess of things. And then this, I'll just show you this before I do it. That's underneath of the sat-nav and it actually clips in there, so I'll just put the camera back there while I do it. That should be it. Turn the car on to get power to it. It does actually have its own power. You know, it has its own inbuilt battery, but I'll put power to it. There we are. So there we are. There you can see the sat-nav. Saying Selby, but we're not actually at Selby. Yeah. Unless that's, yeah. So, options. So you see, that's sat-nav, destination, route, services, general, day and night thing, then traffic. You know, it's pretty good. This actually came with it being top of the range, but you can actually buy it. I think it's about £250. You can buy it brand new if you get a lower model. You know, it does go in any model, as far as I'm aware. It just clips into your dashboard, you know, behind there, and this does actually turn. You know, you can actually turn it to face you or whoever. So that's better. Now we're in High Street, wherever we are, East Oft. Yeah, so then, if you press this one here, there's a, oh, it's gone now, but anyway. You actually get car info, so you can see there, look, your trip computer. So your average speed, distance you've done, how many miles you've left in your fuel tank, how long you've been travelling, and your average fuel consumption. You go back, you go on your car info and go status, you've actually got a rev counter there, so we're in neutral. You've got a rev counter there, yeah, in, you know, the bottom left there, but if you actually, you've got a digital one there as well, so if you do it you know, it does actually go out. I've got the windows open, that's why it might sound loud. Yeah, so that's rev counter. Come off that. Oh, I've turned it off now. That was good, wasn't it? It's because I pressed it. Usually, it's not the best of screens. It's not like an iPhone screen or a mobile phone touch screen. I can't think of a specific name for them, but, you know, it's not as reactive as that. So when you press it and it does react and you don't expect it, it goes off. While that's going off, because it does take a while, because, as I say, it's not, I've got a TomTom, obviously, you know, a separate TomTom sat-nav, and I wouldn't personally, I've only had the car a couple of weeks now, but I wouldn't personally trust this system, you know, over my TomTom. I would probably, if I was going anywhere, so far I've only been to places that I know, you know, and have known. Oh, I didn't actually turn it off, sorry, I just pressed the screensaver mode. So far I've only been to places I know, but if I was going to places I didn't know, I'd probably take my TomTom as well as this, just in case. But yeah, so then you've got your phone, which you can actually put your phone Bluetooth through to it, and you know, you can I wonder if you can, yeah, you can, you know, get Bluetooth phone calls through it and from it, and I'm sure you can get texts. I'm not sure, but, well, I'm saying I'm sure you can. I'm not sure if you can get texts through it, whether the car reads them back to you or not. I'm not sure. But you can add 2 phones. For some reason, this isn't focusing now. You can. Why is this not focusing? That's it. You can, near enough, you can add 2 phones, that's so your passenger and the driver. I did get a brief talker through this with the dealer when I bought the car, because I did buy it from a specific Skoda garage at Leeds. Then media, you've got your radio, obviously, media player, because you can stream it, as far as I'm aware, from your phone and other stuff via the Bluetooth. And then you can put an SD card in it as well, into the side of it, to put pictures or whatever else. And then obviously, whereabouts are we? On the radio itself, you've got a little auxiliary connection there for your iPod. It's got air conditioning at the top there. It's got heated seats there with 2 stage heated seats. Heated rear windscreen, obviously. Your internal and external air. Radio there, which is just your normal Volkswagen one, as far as I'm aware. You know, like your pretty basic one, but that have been in Volkswagens and other such for however long, so they're pretty reliable as far as I'm aware. You know, they're a tried and tested one. You know, with various different things, obviously. Then your media, if you've got an iPod thing connected. Sorry. Traffic reports and stuff like that. CD player. So that's all fine. So yeah, just look back at your menu. So yeah, as I say, you've got your navigation there. Put your new destination in. Take me home, which obviously the person that I got the car didn't advise to put that in, obviously, because if someone did happen to steal the thing, press that, you'd know where you lived, but, you know, I haven't put it in anyway. You can actually do voice command with the sat-nav. Sorry about that tractor going by. Yeah, you can do voice command, and it actually really works. Didn't for the first time I used it. I thought, oh, this is... Because, you know, when I was coming back from the garage at Leeds, I knew the way to get back. Christ, that's loud. I knew the way to get back from there, but, you know, I thought I'd put the sat-nav in to give it a try. And at first didn't work, but then I tried it again, you know, spoke clearer, because it didn't understand me, obviously, waffling away, and it did actually work. And then you can actually select which route. I think it's fastest route, motorways, you know, whatever. Fastest, shortest, and stuff like that. So actually, you know, it's a pretty good system to have, really. Obviously it came with the car, so I didn't have to pay extra for it. So yeah, navigation, trip computer, and, you know, stuff like that. All your audio and media, and then you can actually connect your phone. So to have Bluetooth in the car. The only thing that others have as an option, it isn't standard on any of them, is cruise control, which for a small car like this is pretty good. So, you know, that would be a possible option that I would have liked, but, you know, I'm not entirely fussed, not overly fussed about it. Coming down, you come to see this little storage bit here. That there is just a little bit of storage, and you can turn that over like that and create a little cup holder. You know, just a neat little bit there. Whew. Really strong smell then as that motorbike went by. Obviously a Citigo on top of 12 volts, sorry, there. Then you've got drive and manual, I assume that means drive. Neutral, reverse. People on the internet, you know, I have actually read and heard quite a few bits that they avoid the automatic at all costs. You know, even one saying, "Oh, we run whatever garage." When people come in to buy the some reason it's making the camera look as if they're all flashing. Where's the door locks? Because some unscrupulous people coming up. Shut the windows as well. The only downside is you can't do both windows from the driver's side. You know, you have to do them either side. So that's a bit of a pain. But yeah, if it will work again, the camera did just actually cut out, so I'm trying this again. So you can see fuel is full, rev counter on the left, and then obviously your thing in the middle. That there is 29,603 miles. And obviously it's time to put my foot on the brake before I put it into gear. Handbrake's on, my seatbelt's off obviously, but we're not moving in a minute. So it comes out of there. But yeah, I really like the ivory interior. When I went to the dealership, he says that he thought, you know, originally thought, oh, ivory, whatever, you know, a light coloured interior wouldn't necessarily look good, but it does actually good, and I think it goes well with the green. And obviously the green really stands out, which I do actually love. You know, because silver, obviously, especially, you know, on a car like this, just looks a bit boring, so, you know, I thought it was really good. So yeah, so obviously this is my view, you know, from the driver's seat. I think it's got autofocus on this camera, so, you know, it's picking out certain bits which it shouldn't be. But yeah, then obviously if I look through to the back, you can see the back seats there. Little pockets in the sides of the seats. Handbrake down there. Cup holder there. Not the biggest glove box, but it does well. And that's a sunglasses holder there. But yeah, it's all good. And then it did actually have the Citigo mats in it, so that was an expense I didn't have to pay. Obviously steering wheel, well, I don't know. I think it goes up and down. Sorry, the steering wheel, let's have a look. Just put the camera down so I can actually tell you this truth. Oh, camera's falling. Don't know what that's looking at there, but never mind. Yeah, the camera, the steering wheel just goes up and down. It doesn't come in and out. But yeah, all in all, it's a really good car. I've only had it a couple of weeks, and we're going to Scarborough on Thursday, so we'll be able to give it a good run out then, and it should do well. So, thanks for watching, if you have been, and if there's any news to report on the car, then I will update you with it, but so far, everything's fine. Really nice colour, really, you know, enjoying the car, and we shall see.